Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for joining. This is Wellness Wednesday. We come here every single Wednesday to talk about different topics as it relates to our own well-being. I'm really excited to be here today because we have a lot to talk about. And so first and foremost, let me just take a minute to share who I am and why I feel it's so important that we're connecting weekly. My name is Baptiste, and I am the founder of Akaloa Wellness. I'm an executive wellness coach, and I work with hardworking, ambitious women who are working through the impediments of stress. I help them break through it so that they can thrive. I myself was in the corporate arena for over 10 years, so I know what it's like. And so it was my passion to serve the people that love what they do and give them a framework to do it in a way that feels wonderful. And so I do this every week. I connect with individuals and I share different topics that span pretty much anything. And that's the beauty of wellness. It is so fully encompassing. So we talk about conversations as it relates to stress management, work-life synergy, overall women's health, general health, Ayurveda, so on and so forth. And so this is an interesting month. And if you've been along the ride for the past few months, what you'll notice is we're really focusing on topics that are relevant. I think the world is creating the content for us right now. And so with everything going on, what I keep feeling within myself is this need to check in with me and this need to give love to others. And so what I wanted to offer today is a meditation practice. And so before you run away and think that maybe, I'm not used to meditation or I don't know how to meditate, the beauty of this practice that we'll be doing today is that you don't need to have all the answers. You just need to use your mind and heart. So wherever you are, let's take a moment to just find a comfortable seat, uncross your legs, feel your feet firmly rooted on the earth. And so we're not diving in quite yet, but I want you to feel your body in your space. And so if it feels nicer to, like you did, turn off your camera, if it feels nicer to just kind of be with yourself, that's perfectly fine for today's session. Some are more integrative and collaborative and communicative, and today's a little bit more inward. And so what I wanted to invite everybody to today is a Metta meditation. And so Metta is the Pali word derived from Mita, which means friend. And this practice focuses on generating this idea of friendliness and love within ourselves and with others. And I feel right now there is a lot going on, and we could break that down for days. But what I'm seeing and experiencing is that there is this call and cry for love. And so the best thing we can do is fill our cup with love and give the love that we can. It could feel so challenging in this moment to give. It can feel like, where do I begin? Or how is helping one person helping so many that are suffering? And I always go back to the starfish story, right? They talk about the kid and his parent walking on the beach, and the kid is throwing all the sand, all the starfish back into the sea. And the father's like, why are you doing that? There's thousands of starfish that are going to die. There's thousands of starfish that aren't going to make it. And the kid picks up the one starfish. He looks at his dad, and as he throws it into the water, he says, well, I made a difference for this one. And so the idea is we don't have to go and be the ones that change the world or change even our communities. Maybe it just starts with me. Maybe by showing up for myself, I could show up for my family. I could show up for my boss or my coworkers or just those that are in my immediate world. And by doing that, believe me, it's making an impact. So more than ever now, we're going to focus on a meditation of love to open this idea of kindness, to open this idea of compassion within ourselves. It's a really wonderful practice and a really excellent way to just be. And so without having to have the perfect answer, let's start here today. So finding your nice grounded place, and maybe it feels nice to have both feet firmly planted on the earth. Find a comfortable seat. Begin to close your eyes and just breathe. And so as you're entering into your body, for some of us, this can take a few minutes, but while we're feeling our body while we're breathing, what I want to do is explain a little bit more of how the practice works. So metta, and the idea is that you will be offering a phrase that you give to those that you love. And so, for example, you'd start with, may you be happy. And so somebody will come to your mind and you will invite them to be happy, right? So maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your next door neighbor, wishing them to be happy. We take that one step further. We wish someone we don't know to be happy. Maybe like an acquaintance, we'll say. And so maybe that acquaintance is the person that works at your neighborhood grocery store. You don't know them, but you see them every week, you smile at them. So then you wish for them, may you be happy. And so we continue to go down the line, and I'm going to offer a couple of different cues. And so the idea is to bring that person in their most loving capacity to your mind and to your heart and exchange your love with them. And so it's a really subtle thing, but I want to think about it, or offer it to you to think about it, as sending a text message of sorts, right? It's a loving text message to those in your world that you care about. And so we're going to start with ones that might feel easier. We may make our way towards ones that feel a little bit more challenging. But after every giving practice, we always fill our own cup back up. So at the end, you say, may I be happy as I wish to be happy, right? So let's go together, and we can practice this like as a group. And so I'm going to offer the phrase, may you know peace as I wish to know peace. And so that is going to be my phrase that I'm going to walk through with each of you today. But I want to invite you to invite your own phrase. You know, it could be, may you be free from suffering. May you feel more ease in your everyday. May you be loved, right? As long as it's coming from a positive affirmation place, then it's all good. So we don't want to say, may you feel no harm, right? Because the words harm has more of a negative connotation. So instead of may you have no harm, you would say something along the lines of, may you feel wonderful. So I'm going to give you a moment and start to figure out, what is your meditation? What is your phrase? And so again, really simple, just an affirmation, something positive that you wish to give to yourself and others. So I'll give you another few seconds, and if it feels nice, you can write it down. Otherwise, if you're continuing to keep your eyes closed, taking deep breaths, settling into your body. All right, let's begin to dive in. So get yourself to a place where you feel centered and relaxed, grounded and calm. And so by doing this, by being situated in ourselves, we can then begin to give to others. And so I want you to bring someone to mind, someone or something that you can easily give love to. So that could be a pet, a loved one, a friend, a benefactor. I want you to think of that person. So if somebody came to your mind, maybe hold them into your heart space. Really imagine what they look like, what they might be doing in this very moment, and bring them into your mind's eye. I want you to see that person in their best capacity, in their greatest form, the potential that resides within them. I want you to see that flourish in that person that is coming to your mind. And so we'll offer the phrase, and you'll offer your unique phrase if you want a different one. May you know peace as I wish to know peace. And so you can say it again to your person and insert your own Metta meditation of sending that loving spiritual text message. And so holding this person in your heart, wishing them well. And then gently detaching from that person, wishing them well as you move on. I want you to bring someone to mind that's a stranger, or I'll say even an acquaintance in your community. And so always the first that comes to mind is perfect. So however it bubbles up, it could be an acquaintance, someone you see on your walk every day, someone who lives in your building, and offer them that phrase, may you know peace, as I wish to know peace. And then offering that again. And so that second time just really reinforces it, wishing them well, wishing them your best, wishing them the best that they can flourish in their potential. And so giving your love to that person, slowly detach from them and allow them to continue in their day. And then I want you to now bring someone to mind that challenges you in your life. This could be a boss. This could be a parent. This can be someone who just is that person in our life who's always there to catch us when we do something that's not so graceful, or the person that always calls us out, right? Someone that challenges us. It could even be a coach, someone who really challenges me to be the best I am. So I want you to bring that person into your mind. And I want you to see well in that person. Know that even if they're challenging you, that their exchanges are meant to be of love. And so offering them the meditation, may you know peace as I wish to know peace. And repeating your phrase to them again. And so when we're challenged, it can feel harder to give love, but see in what ways you can give something to them. And if you can see the best in them, it starts a transformation in the heart. Detaching that person from your mind, allowing them to continue on their day in their best way. Let's move to our next. I want you to bring to mind a protester, somebody who's fighting for rights, somebody who is speaking their mind, somebody who is fighting their good fight. And so for now, that can bring a lot of thoughts or feelings because a lot of opinions are coming out through this. But I want you to think of why they're doing it. I want you to bring them into your mind's eye and really envision what they look like, what they're wearing, what they're holding. And I want you to see if you can give love. And then offering your phrase, may you know peace as I wish to know peace. And repeating your phrase one more time. Bringing this protester into your mind's eye, wishing them well, wishing them peace, wishing them grace and ease, and then detaching. I want you to invite our Black brothers and sisters in our community, outside of our community, in our country, in our world, into your mind's eye. And locking eyes with the community, making a new friend, making a new bridge, a relationship, and maybe starting something just in the past week, or maybe you've had relationships with this community for decades, but really continuing to bridge that communication and that love. Let's offer our phrase, may you know peace as I wish to know peace. Offering your phrase, repeating it one more time. I want you to pay attention to how you feel as you reflect on these phrases. And detaching from that community, allowing it to let go. I want you to make one more connection. And this can be with whoever, whatever, anything that brings you joy on a really macro level. So maybe it's Mother Nature, maybe it's just a tree in your backyard. It can be anything that is just deserving of your metta, your love, your friendship. So when you're ready, inviting your phrase to this tree or whatever you're offering to, may you know peace as I wish to know peace. Thanking that thing for its service to humanity, sending our love so that its potential can grow and blossom. Detaching from that thing that you just sent your love to. And then bring your hands to your heart, left hand on the heart, right hand to follow, or vice versa, no perfect hand hold, but just allowing yourself to feel the beat of your heart, the expansion of your breath, noticing how you feel just after giving love to others. Some that you know, some that you kind of know, some that you may never come to know, but giving your love anyway. But in order to do this time after time after time, we have to give it back to ourselves. So one more time, giving your phrase, but this time to you, to your special spark within your heart, your spirit soul. May I know peace as I wish to know peace. And repeating your phrase, feeling into the phrase, and honoring this practice within yourself of giving love in a way that you can, in a way that you know how. And so I want you to see the fullest of potential in your own practice, your own growth, and your own journey, because breaking this down isn't easy. And so by giving yourself a little bit of love, a little bit of a chance to figure out how it sits with you. So when you're ready, detaching from that version of yourself that is deserving of love, which is every version, allow your hands to come off of your heart and just take a moment to be. Notice if any muscles are less clenched or maybe tighter. Notice if your heart feels a little more open. Notice how it feels to give. Right now, it can feel really hard to say the right thing or the perfect thing or just to know how to react at all. But this is a practice you can do from your own bedroom. This is a practice you can do really anywhere at any time. And it's for you. And so as you practice this Metta meditation, my invitation is always make sure that you're giving, but you're also receiving. We got to make sure that we're filling that cup. And so this is the practice today. This is a meditation that you can do anytime. This is a really safe meditation. It's a really loving meditation. And so this is something you can easily take with you wherever you go and with whatever you're experiencing. So for me, I've been giving a lot of Metta meditation because right now I feel like that's something that I can do. And so if you're working through this, you're working through stress, you're working through just everything that is happening right now, I hear you and I feel you and I'm here for you. If you have any questions, always feel free to email me. You can connect with me at lauren@akaloawellness.com. You can connect with me here on Facebook, email, website, Instagram. You know it, I have it, and I hope to see you there. Wishing you a beautiful week ahead. I know this is a hard couple of weeks. I know it's going to be an interesting road ahead. Stick around and dive in, because by tapping into your wellness and your well-being, you're bound to transform, you're bound to thrive. So have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me for this Wellness Wednesday. I'll see you soon. Take care.